The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run again with Wilson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Oh, and 2 are going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
You talk about this Miami defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. If things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Young.
They're trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Young's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Now whistles. Flag down. I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. To throw, Young. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 20.
21G.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Dolphins in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And going deep for Hill.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Caught, it's Wilson.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. Troy Hill picks it.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Young looks to throw on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did
There he goes, left side. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Go ahead.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And now here is another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here is Young.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Young's pass intercepted. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 14-yard line.
Ready. Oh, no. Keep it up. Keep it up, fellas.
On first, they'll go back to Wilson. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Third and 4.
It's Young off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Oh, some strong running.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's Hill, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
And filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ridiculous. Take him out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Come on, teamwork.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Tua on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked up by Xavier Howard, racing to the end zone, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. And instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Back to it after the pick 6, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 1st down throw for Young. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Let's go.
Again, it's Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A play fake. Now Young. That's caught by Mingo right side. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there at the 26. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2 to throw again. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Gets this one to Hill, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
51 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. In motion left, Hill. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And now here's another interception. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18. At the 10-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Let's go.
On play action, here's Tua. Out route to Hill, complete.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They're right here.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
1st and 10, Young. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
On play action, Young. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes third and the length of the football.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young here to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And it's 3rd down.
It's Young off play action.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They're going deep for Hill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.